The Illinois Junior Golf Association is such an important group that is key in the development of young players. Each year, they induct a handful of men and women that have made important accomplishments in our fair state. Former PGA Tour player and Barrington native Gary Hallberg is one of those proud inductees.
Gary, what a special night and great moment for you tonight to go into the IJGA Hall of Fame.
Very special. Yeah, Bob. Surprised, tremendous, great honor to be appreciated for something, that you loved your whole life. And, reflecting back on my junior days, it's been a lot of fun the last few days. And yeah, it's quite an honor. And all the people that helped me along the way, that encouraged me and supported me. You know how the old story is, right? Without
Sure.
that, you've got nothing, right?
Yeah.
So when you're young, you don't think of that, but as you get older, you realize, all the volunteers, all the people that kind of said, hey, your grip, you need to roll that hand just a little bit under on that right side there, and you take that and you run with it, and then someone gives you another little thing, and all of a sudden, you're playing some good golf and you're into it. So, yeah, no, it's a real privilege for sure.
I want to ask you about that grip because I hear that you were at an Arnold Palmer golf camp and he was there and he showed you a grip.
That's right. I think I was about 12, and that was a big deal for me. And Arnold Palmer showed up and he helped me with my grip. I don't know what he said, but
Right.
it was great,
I would assume you got to spend a lot of time with Arnold, being both Wake Forest national champions, Hall of Famers.
Well, I'm in high school. I played in I think a state am or something, and I finished second or first, and he told the coach, and I get to Wake Forest, so Arnold Palmer, I get to go meet Arnold Palmer somewhere in Chicago at someone's house, and I went in there, and he was there, and you got to go to Wake Forest, he says to me. I'm like, yes, sir, I'd love to go to Wake Forest. So Arnie had a big impact on my life, in many ways, and being able to, go to Wake Forest. And he showed up too. Every year he'd come to the Pro-Am. And
You obviously grew up playing the game here and left a pretty impressive mark on it. What are some of your favorite Chicago courses and why?
Well, growing up on public courses, every course is wonderful to me. I mean, I could play anywhere and I'd enjoy it, Some of my favorites, I remember the first time I played a private course, I think it was Biltmore Country Club.
Barrington.
And I couldn't believe how pure the greens were. My favorites, I suppose, are, Shore Acres, Chicago Golf Club, which I only played a few times, Skokie, the north side up there.
Sure.
There's so many of them, and they're in such great shape now, That makes
Yeah.
a big difference, when horses in nice condition, and they figured out how to do that.
Give me a memory from the PGA. Obviously you have 3 great wins, including knocking off Tom Kite at Torrey, but
Good memory.
yeah.
Yeah, great memories. If I could say what were my personal great memories, I'd say, that one, making that putt to win San Diego.
Oh yeah.
That was a big deal. It was a 12-footer, and I was downhill, and it was my first PGA Tour win. The putter was shaking. I had an old cash-in. I got over that putt, and back then they had the Goodyear blimp. Remember the Goodyear
Yeah,
blimp? Maybe
sure.
they still have it, I don't
Sure.
know. And I got over that putt, and I looked down, and all I could hear was that Goodyear blimp,
Oh.
and the putter had shaken, so I had to back off.
Glad you did.
And I got over it, and I hit it, and it somehow went in the hole.
And he missed a birdie putt, and
He missed about a 40-footer, yeah. So that was it, my first win. You don't know if you'll ever win a tournament, and so, yeah, that was a big deal. And
well, you've been a great ambassador and representative of Illinois golf. Congratulations on the Illinois Junior Golf Association Hall of Fame.
thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
It was great to catch up with Gary, who still plays in a handful of events on the Champions Tour. 5 other individuals were inducted into the Hall of Fame, including Kevin Weeks of Cog Hill.